This video is going to be very simple. I just want to talk about why you cannot rely on motivation if you want to get results in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And, obviously on this channel, we talk specifically about weight loss and about personal development. And so if you're just relying on your current mood or motivation, then you'll just straight up never see results, or at least consistent results. And so today is the perfect example. This is one of the busiest days that I personally had in a long time. From the time that I woke up, I've been just slammed with messages. I've been booking calls. I've been training clients. I've been working on client, stuff. I was barely able to get up, 3 to 4 stories. I actually got up 4 stories today. And it wasn't until about 11 p.m. that I got those up. I wasn't even able to get a workout in today, but I still managed to get my steps in. I'm at 12K for the day. I still have, been providing for my clients, and, I'm getting, more book calls from specifically, I would say, the momentum I'm getting, and then also One Source News, or Source One News has actually posted one of my client results. So if you guys want to check that out on Facebook, Source One News is basically a news social media outlet that is very specific to the Columbia Basin, which is where I live around here in Washington. But for those of you that aren't anywhere around here, essentially it's just like, imagine, a social media page that posts organic and has a lot of followers. It's got like over 150K, and it's nearby your area. That's what they kind of posted, was one of my client transformations, Junior, who lost 27 pounds in 2 months. I've talked about it before. Um, and so I've been getting a lot of people messaging me. I already, got on 2 sales calls a day. I got booked 2 more. So technically booked 4 calls today, hopped on 2 of them, just been slam packed. And, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because when you rely on motivation, like today, I've been slam packed. I have every excuse not to post. My head's pounding. I don't honestly feel like making a YouTube video, but I'm gonna make 2 of them. I'm gonna make this one, and I'm gonna make another one because, if you're trying to get results in life, you can't. It's not just motivation. It's emotions, your mood swings, anything that goes on with your life. You can't act like that is an excuse to not follow through and take action. And that's something I wish someone told me as soon as I, turned 18, or as soon as I graduated high school, because, once you step into the real world, it's like you gotta not, bottle things up and be like, okay, I had a bad day, so I'm not gonna do this, because, there's always gonna be bad days. There's always gonna be an excuse or a reason. Maybe your girlfriend had an argument with you, and now you're not gonna hit a workout, or now you're gonna overeat, and oh, I'll just, get back on track on my diet the next day. And the thing is that when you keep pushing those things off, it's just the same thing like with holidays. It's like there's nothing wrong with certain holidays taking time off and relaxing, but it's like if you're always looking for an excuse every weekend, every party, every event, every little hiccup that you have, any little argument, whatever it is that you're going through, as an excuse to not take action and work towards the thing that you're trying to achieve, then it just won't happen for you. And so it's like something I didn't really fully grasp until, a couple years back, is that, even if you're going through the craziest stuff, you still got to hit your daily minimum standards. So I'm not going to post, like yesterday I posted 4 YouTube videos, and I posted, over 6 stories, and a head talking story, and I sent more DMs, to people who were reaching out to me, and, I did a bit more. And so the thing is, like, on those days that you have that feeling, that motivation, like for example, Monday, I missed my workout on, Friday the week before. And so going into the whole weekend, I was just waiting for, I was like, I can't wait to hit this workout. And so I came in with like this different energy. And so for those days, you want to stay longer in the gym. Like I hit that workout and I crushed it because I was feeling it. That energy was there. And on the days that, you know, are dragging, like for me, I got a headache, things have been super busy. I had every excuse to not post any stories, to not do any YouTube videos. I got some client contracts I'm going to send over as well and make before I end up, eating and going to bed. And so it's like, the thing is like, I have every excuse in the world to be like, you know what, you've been crushing it. You did 20 YouTube videos in the last 8 days. You've been signing clients. You've been boxing, sparring, hitting over, consistently averaging 12K steps, working with clients, training at a different facility, doing all these things. I have every excuse to be like, you know what, not today. I'm just going to break the streak and not post a YouTube video. But I'm like, honestly, I'm fine. Like, I think this was a perfect, time to post a video because I need to explain to you guys that it's like, if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to change, something that you're working towards, you have to not rely on your emotions or how you feel or how motivated you are. And it doesn't matter whether you're sad, you're mad, you're happy, the time's going to pass either way, whether you like it or not. And so, would you rather look back, months from now and be like, damn, I did all of that. I did all that hard work, even when I went through ... whatever it was. And the thing is I seen this thing that Alex Hormozi said, and it's like, your story is going to be that much better when you have things that go on that make it hard. Imagine how boring the story would be if you had the success and nothing really crazy or challenging happened during it. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to drag this video on too long. I think you guys get the point. The whole point is that you cannot rely on motivation, and that's the last thing I'll leave you guys with. Don't rely on motivation. Don't rely on emotions. Take action no matter what it is, and I promise you will see consistent results